Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny. Time for another top 5. We're going to go over my top 5 PvP weapons for the meta of December 2016. That's the criteria. Well, the criteria is what I bring into the Crucible every night if I want to do well. And granted, I would like to experiment with other weapons and so forth, but for the most part, you guys know me, I'm average, although my KDR did go up on my Warlock to a whopping 1.21 from a 1.14. Yay, big deal. No, but this is going to be what I bring every night into the Crucible if I want to do decent, okay? I'm going to do a top 5 PvE weapons also. That'll be in another video. But let me know in the comment section, what are your top 5 weapons? If you're going to go into the Crucible, you're not trying to experiment, you just want to do well, get some kills, win some games, and so forth. Without further ado, let's get into my top 5.
Coming in at number 5
has to be my Bane of the Taken. Still can't put this thing down. It is like the year 2 and 3 Yolder's Hammer, and it hits so freaking hard. It's basically like a 3-shot kill from medium range. Long range, probably about 4. But it's got counterbalance, I got perfect balance, and I also have rangefinder on this thing with linear compensator. So maybe I would have liked to have aggressive ballistics or something, but hey, I'm fine with it. The only drawback to this thing is that it does not hold a lot of ammo. But it doesn't matter. You only need 3 shots to kill someone. So what I like to do is when I get my heavy, I like to sing. I have some hit. No, you guys remember Eddie Murphy Delirious? I got some ice cream. Forget it. Bad joke. I'm old.
I get my ice cream. I remember I would get my ice cream and I didn't eat it. I sang for a little while, you know.
I have some ice cream. I have some ice.
But no, what I like to do, and it's cheesy, is I use tactical immobilization. What does that mean? Camping. When I get my heavy, especially when it's a machine gun, because I'm not using rockets, I just wait a little bit, sit in a corner, crouch, and wait till all the rockets go off, and then come out ablazing and kill everybody. Coming in at number 4, it's going to be my Matador 64. Now listen guys, I was a wannabe sniper for the longest time, and just wasn't happening for me. Getting killed by Matadors constantly, and I finally got a really good rolling one. I got aggressive ballistics, performance bonus, rifled barrel, and rangefinder. It used to be my longbow with hidden hand and quick draw, or my 1,000-yard stare with snapshot and hidden hand with short gaze. I was a sniper, but I just find I'm just not good at it anymore. Yeah, I just adapted to the meta, I guess. I just, getting killed by Matadors so much, I finally got used to. So, you know what? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, I got myself a Matador, and that's primarily what I use. Every now and then, I try to go back to sniping, but maybe I just need to spend some more time trying to snipe again. But I feel like I lost any chops that I had when it came to sniping. Not that I was any good at it, but I could pull off some clips here and there. Not too often. Maybe I got 1 or 2 snipes per game. I was a happy camper. But for right now, I'm using my Matador 64. Coming in at number 3, it's got to be the good old Last Word with my addendum ornament on it, which I think is the better looking one. I didn't get the other ornament, but I think this one looks better. Yeah, the Last Word. What's not to like about this thing? As annoying as it is, it's so much fun. The range stat is completely wrong when you look at it. This thing has ridiculous range, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. When I'm playing with my friends, and it starts to get really sweaty, and it's on a close quarters map, I say, you know what? Got to pull out the Last Word and go hammer on it. Well, try to go ham. I didn't say hammer. Try to go ham with it. But I set up mine with, I go with perfect balance, and I go with soft ballistics. Now, I know if people have good recoil control, they can go with aggressive ballistics, get a little bit more impact, but I'm not good with that, okay? I need the stability on it. And if you didn't know, I know people are saying, well, why don't you hip fire the thing? Pretty much since the nerf to the Last Word, I forget which patch it was, it's best used, or at least I find it's best used, when you aim down sight. I don't hip fire people with it anymore. Whereas that used to be the most fun part of this, and that's kind of the main premise of the Last Word, was all the bonuses you got from hip firing people, but not anymore. So, love the Last Word and hate it at the same time. I hate being killed by it, but I love killing people with it. Coming in at number 2, wouldn't you have guessed, it is the Mida Multi-Fool. Now, I forgot to mention, whenever I'm using any other primaries besides Mida, I'm always using for my artifact the Memory of Gellion. That grants you the detailed radar and basically third eye, so I can't live without that artifact. However, when I run Mida, since I have third eye already, I switch to the Memory of Yolder, which removes the sprint cooldown. And it just comes in so handy because of the fact that you combine lightweight and the Mida Multi-Tool perk, which means you get enhanced agility, and of course it fires on a hair trigger. You run around so fast, and it does come in handy also with the whole Matador 64. because I could be running around really, really quickly with Mida, killing people, and then I'll just be running fast, switch to my Matador, and hopefully get a shotgun kill off. That's especially effective if you're a Blade Dancer, because then you get quick draw with that. So you can quickly swap from your Mida to your secondary Matador and just map someone. But yeah, Mida, what's not to like about this thing? I'm surprised they haven't nerfed this thing in a while, but I hope they don't. The only thing they did to it was they removed the high caliber rounds that was, I guess, intrinsically built into it. But I'm fine with the way it is. I hope it doesn't get nerfed. I feel like the Mida is a skill weapon. Not that I have skill, but you could down someone really, really quickly with it if you have good aim. If you land all your criticals, you're gonna down someone really fast. So love Mida and rely on it way too often. And coming in at number 1, once you have guessed, it's the annoying Clever Dragon, and I have mine with hand-laid stock, high caliber rounds, and Head Seeker. Yes, I do have one that has counterbalance instead of Head Seeker, but I don't know, Head Seeker works for me, okay? When I reviewed it, I showed that when you hit people from like medium to far range, Head Seeker procs a whole lot more, and I down people. The problem with these pulse rifles is that you really suffer from no range drop off, okay? That's why I always say in my Arms Day videos when looking at like PDX 45, PDX 41, don't look at the range. Cool Guy Destiny, look him up on YouTube. He proved it, or said it in a number of his videos, and he's a scientist when it comes to PvP. Pretty much the only PvP channel I watch, because he's a scientist but can explain it to scrubs like me, okay? Who are not that good, who are average at best. But I find that you don't need range, so you just need stability, and Head Seeker's a plus, and high caliber rounds. I got a feeling, and let me know in the comment section what you guys think, in the next weapon balance update, they're probably going to hit these pulse rifles. So like Clever Dragon, what else we got? The Grasp of Malak, the Waltz. But even though I don't think the Waltz, I've never gotten a good roll on it. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have a good Waltz and what you think of it. But I get a feeling they're going to nerf these a little bit in terms of range, because I kill people from really far away with this thing. And then also probably high caliber rounds, because one of the things I love about it is that I flinch people like crazy, especially snipers. You know, they really nerfed snipers, or at least in my opinion they did, and they added a lot of flinch to them. But when you hit a sniper with high caliber rounds, they really flinch, and that's kind of been a plus for me, where a sniper's hard scoping me and I start laying into him, even if I'm really far away, he starts flinching like crazy, and that sniper backs the hell off. So comes in very handy. I hope they don't nerf these things, but I guess if you don't have one, you probably want them to nerf this thing. So that's going to do it for my top 5, guys. Please, again, let me know in the comment section what your top 5 are. And I'll probably do a video this weekend on my top 5 PvE weapons. I'm going to try to keep it to non-exotic, okay? Because what's it going to be? It's going to be mostly exotics, and of course, Gallahorn's going to be in it. But I want to try to keep it to only legendaries. So that's it. If you made it to the end, give me the old
Hashtag made it to the end.
and do me a favor, all right? Drop a like at this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually on YouTube, and that is it. I am out of here. I'm Vladimir.